Hey guys, Scott McKay here, Thinning Graphics, bringing you a little video, kind of one of my quick tips or little down and dirty tricks. I was at the art supply store and I found these Molotow markers, which I've used before. They're really cool markers, but these have a liquid mask in them, which is really cool. If you don't know what liquid mask is, it is what it says. It's liquid masking tape. Basically, you lay it down. Usually, we used to use it in illustration. We'll use it in RC car. We'll use it in like my motorcycle art and things like that. My mural work. So you'd usually spray it on or brush it on, let it dry, and you'd cut it. Or you could brush it on with a detail brush, but it didn't really flow great. What they've done is they've put it in their pens now, in their pump markers, and these are really, really great. They flow awesome. I've actually tested them. I actually already shot this video, but I shot from the wrong camera angle for this part, so I'm just redoing this part. We're going to write it down, let it dry, and then we're going to paint it, and then we're going to wipe off a liquid mask and leave clean, crisp black lines, because that's the base color. So just give it a good shake. And we're going to just write with it like normal. Liquid mask. Now I'm going to draw a little skull here. Let it fill in pretty good. Liquid mask before brushing it was always kind of a pain. It didn't really kind of go where you wanted it. So stuff's really, really cool. It comes in two sizes that I got. I got a 4mm, and I got a 2mm. We can even just do some dots. This would be really cool for modeling, especially like doing distress work, because you could just go through and do some tapping, and then just let that kind of go out. So that's the larger size. That's the 4. This is the 2. There isn't as much difference between these when I found size-wise, but obviously, this has a bigger tip, so you could do bigger dots once you spread it out and use it. So awesome. Let this dry. It'll dry like a clearish blue color. You'll know it's dry because it won't have that wet look anymore. And once it's dry, we're going to just spray some paint down, let it dry, rub it off. But I think these are pretty cool. You can definitely find a lot of uses for them in my work, and I'm sure you might find some in yours. So check out your local art supply store that carries these, or online, or anywhere like that. So very cool. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next part. Alright, so I've let this sit a little bit. It's dry. You see how it still maintains a blue tint to it. I'll turn my compressor on. So I mixed up some Cratex white here with their 4050 and a little reducer. You definitely want to, if you're going to use Cratex, you definitely want to use 4030 or the 4050, so the paint dries much harder, because when you rub off the liquid mask, you don't want to rub off the paint. If you leave the paint straight, it'll maintain its erasability factor, especially the illustration colors, and you'll probably start taking paint off with it. This is a prepped metal panel that's black, coated, powder coated, and then we've scuffed it so we get good adhesion. I'm just going to fog over some white. Nothing crazy. Maybe I'll streak it a little bit. And we'll do the bones. I'm just going to hit them like this. Not doing anything crazy fancy here. Just to show how it works. And I don't want to put a ton of paint on there. I'm just putting a little bit, so you can see that even a little bit of paint, it won't rub it off. Maybe we'll drop shadow. Okay, I'm going to let that dry and see how that works. Nothing fancy. I'm just trying to, make sure this works well before I use it on our project. Like I said, I can think of a lot of projects I can use this on, whether it's RC, custom motorcycle illustration, modeling. I think it'd be really cool for modeling if you're doing like worn and chipped. You could just sit there and, do a bunch of dots and then spray and rub it off, and a lot of cool uses for it. I mean, we've used Liquid Mask for years. This is just another way to use it. So, for those of you who've never used Liquid Mask, it's definitely got a lot of uses. All right, let's let that dry out and see how we end up. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes or so. Paint's nice and dry, so the paint's not scratchy. And I should be able to just lightly rub off the Liquid Mask only and not take the paint. And it's working awesome. Pretty cool. Like I said, I could definitely think of a lot of uses for this. At times it's come in handy, especially when you're doing like, say you're doing some heavy artwork, you got a lot of little details going on, or you want to add little bits of detail, or just sign your work and utilize the base color. This comes in super handy. Definitely something to play with a lot more and see where it can go. Blow it off. I know, that's pretty cool. So you can show you how crisp that is. Nice lines. Pretty cool product. Definitely worth exploring some more. And that completes the video. Nice little quick tip, a little product review of the Molotow Liquid Paint Mask pens. Have a great one, everyone. Talk to you soon.